Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've done a makeup video, but you know, life happens. So I got this palette about a week ago. I wasn't sure if I was going to get it because of the price, but you watch reviews and you're like, I have to have it. So that you guys don't fall into the cycle I have, here's another episode of Should I Buy It? Okay, what palette am I talking about? Well, it's Jackie's palette with ABH. I hope I have it the right way around. Yeah, I do. So if you want to know what I think, then just continue watching. So look at the palette. Go. And I paid £46 for it. It hurts me even to say it, but yeah, that's it. That's why I didn't want to get it initially, because there's 5, 6, 7, there's only 14 shades in it, and usually when I pay premium, I usually pay it for like a massive 42, 32 color palette, not 14. But yesterday I used it on my Instagram, so go check that out. And I basically used every color in the palette. I used about 11 colors. The only colors I didn't use were Shookington, Big Wig, and Literation. I chose not to use Big Wig and Shookington because everybody used it. Let me get started with the look. So I'm gonna go in with Credit and then just build that up. Jeez, look how dark that is. Wow. At one point in time, I couldn't actually find a brown that would come up this dark on me. So already she's done a great job filling a hole. To build it up on the outer and inner corner as well. I also used the brush that came in with the palette yesterday, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I do prefer my actual brushes, but I don't think it's as bad as some people are making it out to be. It does the job, but yeah, I do have brushes that do better. But then again, if it didn't have a brush and it was £46 and I'm only getting 14 shades, I don't know about that. So they had to give me something. This is also my first ABH palette for that exact reason. Because initially I was going to get the palette just because it was Jackie. But then I was like, does it actually make sense? And then I watched a few reviews, and you know how that goes. All of a sudden, I need it. Then I'm gonna go into edges and blend it out. One thing I'll say is this palette has a lot of fallout, because obviously I use basically all the shades. There's shimmer in all the shades now. So that's something to note. It's not necessarily a bad thing, because it usually means that it's a lot, like it's pigmented. Because I don't know if you can see, but in Big Wig, all that shimmer, and it's a matte color. Yeah, this is pretty. I'm going to go back into Credit just to build it back up a bit and blend it into edges. But all these colours come up a lot darker than you expect. Like when you look at the palette, you'd think some of the colours are a bit more, I don't know, not as intense as they are on the lid. So for that, I would say, you know, be careful with that. But yeah, I really like these two colours. Okay, I'm done with that. And then I'm just gonna put literation. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna pop it on my finger again and wet it and see if it makes a difference. I don't mind how it looks now, to be fair, but and then I'm gonna go back into credit and darken up the outer corners. Yeah, after yesterday I wanted to just do something a bit more simple, because when I've come on here I've been going back into edges. I've been doing really bold looks for every palette, and not everybody is into bold looks. You just want a regular look that you can do. Okay, I'm just gonna do the other eye and then I'll be right back. Oh yeah, the mirror is really good in this palette, but I haven't taken off the protective shield of it because the way this fallout is set up, I wouldn't be able to use it at all. What I like about this here is that, okay, it's not everyday cut crease, but I like that it looks all blended and like melted into each other. So you see that there's like different dimensions and things, but edges is really the only colour that gives me fallout. Every other colour is fine. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the rest of the face. So I'm all powdered up, clearly. So I'm going to use Credit as a contour shade. So be careful with it. Start from the back. I start blending straight away because it is quite an intense colour, so I don't want to lay it down first and let it sit in my skin, if that makes sense, because I'll look crazy. I was just trying to find as many uses for this palette as I could. Seeing as it's £46, you're not just going on my eyes, you're going everywhere. You see, it's starting to diffuse out already, so it's not crazy, you're not getting that harsh line. But it's still snatched. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Fenty Matte Stick in Espresso. When you first put it on, you're like, oh no, what have I done? But when you start blending it out and it starts to melt in, it's not bad at all. So I'm just gonna swirl into ginger and pop it on. I think there's still a bit of pink on this brush from yesterday, so it won't be too crazy. So it will just be a pinky ginger hybrid, because this is not what ginger looks like. I'll get a bit more on. Yeah, there you go. So next, so I'm gonna use Zam today. I feel like I say it with no vim, like, because I'm just not American, innit? So I can't say it like them. So Zam it is. I make it sound like you know, the magic shows, like Kazam, and it's not supposed to sound like that. But yeah, I'm gonna go into Zam and use that as a highlighter. Oh, it's so pretty. Let me see if you guys can see. Look at how pretty that shade is. Oh, love. Oh god. Excited. It's very much just glitter though. Like, it's just very glittery on the skin. Not that I'm complaining, but it's pretty. I think this actually works better as a highlight than So Lil does. But it looks good. I've started to do the Rihanna technique and I really like it. Like the circle. Oh, pretty! Yes! Okay. I know I haven't gotten excited yet in the video. It's because I literally just used it for the first time yesterday. So I think I used So Lil as a nose highlight. Because I used Zam as a nose highlight yesterday. Oh, I forgot to do my nose. Let me go back into the brush that I used credit on. See it? And just go over the sides of my nose. I'm gonna set my face. Whoa, it makes my skin look wet. Yeah, I like Zam. I did appreciate you yesterday. Woo. Okay, I'm coming back with lip colour options. I have the MAC X Patricia Bright. How am I going to do this? Yeah, so. Okay, so that's one option. And then this is Griselda. It's like a dark berry sort of colour. PMS. See why it's so hard for me to choose, because they're all good options. So, my dry lips. So I'm going to try Patricia's one. While my lashes dry, I'm just going to, seeing as I forgot to do it, my lower lash line. And I'm just going to go into edges. Of course I use the only colour that gives me fallout on my bottom lash line. I'm going to have to put a bit of credit down as well, you know. I'm going to put a bit of credit on top of that. So I'm going to do is just bring edges out a bit lower, right, off the fallout. And then I'm going to just go into credit, which is dark brown again, and pop that on my waterline. Okay, it's not bad, it's not bad. Fallout. Okay, credit just gave me a bit of fallout too as well. I'm just going to repeat that on the other side, and I should come back with lashes and tell you my final thoughts. I think just to use as many colours as I can in this video, I'm going to use Voilas. Okay, those are the eyes complete, face complete, finally. Okay, so what do I think? Okay, I know everyone's spoken about it, but the packaging, even the box, I'm keeping. Like, it's amazing. The only thing I have with it is the price, and I feel like I say this every week, but it's just so expensive. And I feel that if you have a collection already, I wouldn't say this is necessarily a palette that you need to get. I think if you're someone that, well, with any shade of skin, to be fair, even though she did make it with darker skinned, melanated people in mind, I feel that it's very universal, that everyone can use it. So should you buy it? Yes and no. Now that I have it, I'm glad I do, because there's some shades in here that I would say I don't necessarily have, like Zam and Trust Issues I don't have, but and Alliteration, the cool tone brown, but all the other colours I feel that I could find in my other palettes, if I'm being honest with you guys. But I do really like the palette. I'm very happy I got it by the skin of my teeth because I was like, So to conclude, I would say if you get this, as sort of a starter palette, I would say, and it will sort of give you room to do colourful looks that are not necessarily all the colours of the rainbow, and the looks will be very wearable. And especially if you're new to the whole blending thing, the way these colours melt into each other will be perfect for you if you're a beginner. But otherwise, like, if you're a fan of Jackie, I'm sure you got it, you're getting it. Yeah, so that's everything I have to say about the palette. Let me know down below what you guys think of this look. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let me go take some pictures and I will see you on Thursday. Okay? Bye!